In this video, we're going to be looking at adding the mechanic of Quicksand. So Quicksand is a really interesting game mechanic because it allows the player to fall through slowly but have that reaction time to jump out. So let's add it into our game. So we're going to insert a new object. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to look for one called Sprites. I'm just going to give it a name of Quicksand. And I'm just going to create it as just a single object, single flat color, just for quickness of the tutorial. I'm just going to put some quicksand down in this gap here, and I'm going to hide it a little bit in the level, bringing this platform to the front. And I'll do the same for these two, just bring them to the front so it hides our quicksand a little bit better. There we go. So now I've got my quicksand in. I need to actually program it so it works the way we want it to. Currently this doesn't have any behaviors on it. We're actually going to keep it that way. We're going to do everything in the event sheet today. So I'm going to add a new event, and I'm going to say if player is overlapping another object, quicksand, and just hit done. Then I want to do a couple of things. So first thing I want to do is I want to change a property of the player. Now with quicksand, we're actually slowing the player down from falling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I can just find the option, set max fall speed. So currently mine's set to 1000. I want to move that down to 100. So 1/10 of the speed of its falling in the y direction. So down to 100. And then I'm also going to reset the player's double jump. This will allow them to jump out of the quicksand even though it's not a platform. So it's constant resetting their double jump even though it's not a platform that they can land on. So reset double jump, tick on the box and press done. Now currently my player has a double jump. So if I click on player, I go to properties, I'll take that on. My player's got a double jump already, so I don't need to actually turn that feature on. But if you want it so your character can only single jump, then we actually have to enable double jump just for the quicksand mechanic. So the way we do that is we just go to player, scroll down, and we just look for the option that allows us to add double jump. So set double jump enabled. So this is only needed if you haven't got double jump already. This should really be your first option. And this is something we'll disable after the player leaves the quicksand. So again, this line of code is just something you need if you've not got double jump on by default. If the player is not able to double jump by default, but you want the quicksand mechanic, you need to have this line of code here. So now what we're going to do is copy and paste this whole line of code, and then we're just going to change some stuff. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to invert. So right click on this line of code here and invert it. So we're checking what happens when the player leaves the quicksand. We're going to disable the double jump. And again, this is something that's only needed if you've got double jump off by default, if you don't want your character to have a double jump. We're going to set the max full speed back to the original, in my case 1000. And then we don't need to reset double jump, so this line of code can go. And that's it. That should be your finished code. So let's test it. So first of all, you'll see that I can only single jump. And then when I go to the quicksand, I'm falling slowly, but I can jump out. I only get the one jump, which is the actual second part of the double jump. And then if I was to fall to the end, currently I've just got it where the player dies when they get to the end and they respawn. Obviously check the tutorial out for that if you need to look for that, but you could just add a death barrier that once the player falls so far, they die.